to share with you some tips regarding public speaking. And I'll be very honest with you. I'm the worst one to give those tips, but I want to tell you what worked with me. Firstly, because I am very shy, I am very introverted. I hate speaking in public. It gives me a lot of anxieties. And I haven't been trained or coached before in doing it. But I read some tips before many years back, and I applied a few of them, and I want to share them with you. And if it will help you, it's great. If it doesn't help you, it's okay. Probably get proper training. So again, disclaimer, very average, shy, introverted guy giving you an advice on public speaking, which might work well or might not work well. So first, for credibility, my name is Khaled. I have been a dentist for 20 years. I run an own dental practice, Lakeside Dental Spa in Harvey Bay in Queensland, and you can check my details below. I took from 1 chair to 10 chairs, from 3 staff members to 40 staff members over the course of 14 years. So I will share with you some tips, and those tips actually I learned from some books I read. There is one book I read many years back called Leadership by Sir Alex Ferguson. He was the manager of Manchester United, and he actually gave some really good tips on how, when he does a press conference, public speaking of course, and the press is like hammering him, especially after losing a game or something, how to manage that. And also I read like bits and pieces from different books in the past, but I haven't been coached on public speaking because I don't do a lot of public speaking. But the examples for public speaking, it could be as simple as you doing a staff meeting. Your staff is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. My team is close to 40 now, which is really like harder to talk to sometimes if you're nervous about talking to people. Could be you're doing a patient seminar. Sometimes you want to start doing orthodontics or implants, and you want to market for patient-free seminars to discuss. You know, you want to invite 30 or 40 potential patients in a room, talk to them about your practice, dental implants, and answer any questions for them. And then maybe some of those patients will convert and become your patients because they liked what you presented to them and they want to go ahead with treatments. It could be as simple as you having a difficult discussion with a patient. The patient is coming, having a complaint. They bring in their husband or their spouse or their parents, and now you're going to be talking to 3 people, really tough conversation. And how can you manage that? So I'll share with you some tips. And tip number 1, rehearse. Rehearse, practice, rehearse, practice, rehearse, practice. Do not improvise. You cannot improvise public speaking unless you are very skilled, probably politician who has been doing this, or an actor for 30 or 40 years. Average guy like me, rehearse. So you're going to give a patient seminar, you're going to give a staff meeting even, rehearse. Rehearse everything you want to say, practice it more than once, so when you go in front of everyone, you don't forget your words and your thoughts. I don't like to write them down, because I feel writing down, I lose credibility a lot. I'd rather speak fluently without writing down. And also don't like, although I would have, if like a patient seminar, I would have like a PowerPoint presentation. I need to know everything and when is the next slide and what's in the next slide. So I'm just looking just as a reminder every now and then, but I shouldn't be looking and reading. You lose credibility immediately. Memorize, rehearse, memorize, rehearse, memorize, rehearse, memorize, rehearse. I cannot say this enough. Rehearse everything you're gonna say. Number 2, make it short and sweet. People have very short attention span. You're doing a staff meeting, don't speak for an hour. Speak for 5 minutes, maximum 10 minutes. Key points that you want to discuss. Rehearse your points, nice and condensed. Be a good storyteller. Tell a story about those points first to get their attention, then tell them what you want from this meeting, and finish it in 5-10 minutes maximum. So you have enough room for questions and answers, or Q&As, if you want to do Q&As. Patient seminars, keep it short and sweet. 15 minutes max. 20 minutes maximum. Patients or people have very short attention span. In 20 minutes, rehearse what you want to say, deliver the key points you want to deliver, leave enough room for Q&A or questions and answers, or photos or videos, or like things that you don't have to talk, the visual that they can see. Another important advice is eye contact. So if you are talking to a group, let's say you have a group of people in chairs in front of you, you're running a course or something, eye contact behind the last person. So look at where the last person is and look behind them. So by doing that, you're not missing anyone. If you, and that's, I learned this from Sir Alex Ferguson's book. He said, if you accidentally have an eye contact with someone, while you're giving a speech or answering questions or like running your lecture or whatever. And their icon, you notice that like they're sleepy, or they're like, giving like a feel like they're not really happy with what you're saying. It can throw you off. It can completely throws you off, and you can forget everything you want to say. You forget your next point, and you start to think, why this person is not happy? Why this person keep looking at me this way? But he said, if you look at the person behind the last line, you are immune. Unless you're super experienced, of course, lecturer, you can, like teachers at school, they can keep eye contact and they can wake people up if they need to. But someone average like me, I would look behind the last row, so I don't have any fixated eye contact with anyone, so I don't lose my points. If you're doing Q&A one-on-one, of course, you can look at them and talk to them. But if you're learning your thoughts, just look at the last person and behind them, so you're not doing any eye contact with anyone. If you accidentally do eye contact, trust me, it happens with me. It will throw it threw me off. When I accidentally look at someone, it threw me off completely. Then I had to remind myself, okay, look back, look behind. So keep it short and sweet. Rehearse. Keep your eye contact behind the last person. If you are really giving your first time ever large team meeting, or talking to people in public for any reasons like childcare or patient seminars, one more thing you can do is, if you're comfortable, be very honest from the beginning. Look, it's my first time. I'll be very honest with you guys. First time to do a meeting this big. I've never been in a meeting this big before, or giving a speech to people this size. I have practiced. I've done my best I can to hopefully deliver you some good value. Please forgive me if I end up being boring or I didn't deliver what you expect me to deliver today. It's my first time, and please forgive me if I didn't do it properly. Now, if you do that, their expectation is very low now, and they will feel sorry for you. They will try to not give you a hard time, and also you have already from the beginning told them, hey, I'm not perfect. I'm just here to give it a go. My first time. Go easy on me. So you already admitted that to them, and now it will calm you down, because your expectation on yourself will be also lower. If you think of any advice or any other tips, make sure you comment below. If you find this content helpful, please like and share with your friends and colleagues. If you want to hear more about my content, please subscribe to my channel, and I will notify you when more videos are released. Thank you so much for listening to me. It means a lot to me.